What's up guys, it's Parker, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I use something I call memory manipulation to feel confident, and maybe even more important than feeling confident, just I felt normal in social situations for the first time ever. And so I'm going to break down the 5-step process to memory manipulation so you can start feeling just more yourself when you're around other people, when eyes are on you, when there's social attention, when there's a little bit of pressure, and when it really matters, right? Isn't it funny? It's like right now while you're watching this video, you can feel normal, but when the eyes are on you for whatever reason, shit just happens. So memories create your future. Okay, that's the entire basis about this claim, and I'm going to try to prove it inside of this video. So you always hear people talking about things like, oh, you have to change your identity. That's like kind of a very popular buzzword right now, right? Change your identity and then you're going to change your life, blah, 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 blah. Let me break it down into easier terms to understand, because it's like, okay, how do I change my identity? What does that even mean? So your identity is responsible for your thoughts and your emotions. So whoever you believe to be true about yourself, or like whatever you believe to be true about yourself, that's going to influence the thoughts that literally happen. Like, you think the thoughts that you have on a daily basis are you? Ha! Are you? You think the emotions you have on a daily basis are you? It's not. It's literally just a matter of circumstance of what you believe to be true about yourself. So somebody that feels like they are incredibly confident, that they are special, that they have value to bring to the world, they have different thoughts and different emotions than you might have, okay? It's pretty clear, it makes sense, okay? But we don't ever think about it like that. Which then, if you have better thoughts, if you have better emotions, that leads to a change in your behavior. So in the context of somebody who might have a lot of social anxiety, or who might feel just not normal and they might tense up around other people, let's say it's at your job. You don't actually speak up in a meeting, and somebody who is way more unqualified than you are gets the credit. Okay, gets the credit even though what you would have said would have been much, much better. However, the thoughts going through your head are things like, ooh, I shouldn't speak up. Ooh, things could go bad. I'm nervous right now. Ooh, my body is experiencing all these like freezing symptoms. My mind's like shutting off. What the hell is going on? Okay. So that's the behavior, and then the outcome is that you don't get the raise. Your boss doesn't see you how he or she should actually see you. Okay, so there's a myriad of different experiences like this, but I hope that that's a tangible enough example for you to kind of be like, okay, yeah, Parker, I agree. Memories can create your future, because memories are actually how you influence your identity. Okay, so it doesn't just start with identity like a lot of people say. It starts with memories. So if you have a core memory, maybe in your past, maybe of you freezing up, maybe of your mind going blank, a humiliating type of experience that caused you a lot of pain, well, that infiltrated your identity, and that is influencing the outcome of your current life. So let's cut that shit out. Let's figure out what to do. Step numero uno, we have to start uncovering these unfavorable core memories that are influencing everything. And how do we do that? It starts with asking ourselves a very simple question. What must I believe to be true about myself in order to be experiencing this? So whatever type of like emotions that you might have, or thoughts you might have, or behaviors that you might have, what must I believe to be true in order to be experiencing this? Maybe you have a lot of anxiety in these social moments. Maybe you can't think properly. And maybe the thought is, I feel like what I must believe to be true is that I'm just not interesting, that I just don't have value, that I'm just not good enough, that people just don't respect me. Myriad of different things. It's going to be unique to you, okay? Obviously, there's a lot of things going on here, guys. So if you don't want to take notes, then just join my free community. I'm going to plaster I'm just going to save the slides that I have, and I'll put it up in like a deck so you can just click on it and see, so you don't have to deal with all that, okay? So links in the description. Anywho, try to uncover these core beliefs where it's like, oh, I must not be interesting, and let's tie it back to specific memories. Okay, what specific memories make you believe that like, oh, I'm not interesting. Oh, I don't have value. Oh, people don't like me. Okay, you have to kind of like get into that zone so that we can start manipulating our memory, which is where the good stuff starts rolling. Okay, so watch this video. It's going to explain everything.
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make?
Go!
The answer is 13. But did you see the moonwalking bear?
Go!
Okay, it's easy to miss something that you are not looking for. And this is where we introduce you to something called your RAS, your reticular activating system. And it is very tied to your identity. So you can look at your RAS and view it as just a simple filtration system. So the example for this video, the filtration system, was look at the people passing in white. Because you were looking at the people passing in white, you didn't notice the moonwalking bear. And this is happening in every single aspect of your daily life, not just watching a super simple, stupid video. Right now, your reticular activating system is pointing you to all of the things that is currently making you feel anxious, that is currently making you feel invisible, making you feel like you can't speak up, making you feel like you are not noticed or you're not respected. It is literally guiding your mind of what thoughts and what emotions it should be feeling. And it's because you are currently just inundated with all of these memories that are telling your reticular activating system, your identity, what to focus on and what to look at. Okay, so I'm going to give you a very tangible example here because I know when we talk about things like social dynamics, it can be a little bit dicey, but here's something that's just like very, very straightforward in your face. Say there's a very rich family, okay? Very, very rich family. They have a rich kid. At the age of 18, the rich family says, okay, I'm not actually going to give you any money. You're out. They kick him out of the house, kick her out of the house. They have absolutely nothing. Of course, they might have connections. Of course, they might have knowledge that they've learned. But more important than that, you'd be surprised, is the identity that they've gained over the last 18 years. Because the identity that this rich kid now has is that they're rich. And so because they have that identity, because their RAS is pointing towards that, it will scan and it will find opportunities to prove that this person is rich. So me or you, if we didn't grow up like that, we aren't going to be able to scan for all of these opportunities because our identity literally isn't even giving us fucking permission to see these popping up. These things that might be like life-changing scenarios, we're not able to see it because our brain isn't focused on the dancing bear. It's focused on the white people fucking passing back and forth to each other. Okay, do you see what I'm saying right here? And so this is happening in a myriad of different things inside of your life. For now, we're obviously talking simply for like being able to communicate much better, for your mind to just stay online, to think clearly, under attention and everything, which is gonna make your life a lot better. But just understand that this is going on everywhere because of these nasty, nasty memories that we didn't even choose to have, right? We didn't choose to have these memories. We might not even know that they're swimming around right now, but they are affecting every single aspect of your life. So how are we going to change that? Step numero tres, uncover your favorable core memories. So if you have unfavorable core memories, they are leading you to believe that you're not interesting, you're not a good speaker, people don't like you. What are the opposite memories that you might have? And you would be surprised you actually have these memories. I promise you, you have a few of these. Your mind is just not allowing you to access them. So it might take you a day or so to like make this list and be like, oh yeah, I remember that when this happened. I remember when this person said like, I had really good style, when they really liked the way that my voice sounded, when this, okay? Right now, like, and you might have had a shit ton of these experiences, but you literally might not ever remember them because your RAS is not allowing you to see them. Okay, your RAS is very similar to like when you buy a new car, right? You buy a new car or something like that, you see all these new cars on the road. It's like, Were these cars always on the road? No, like, yes, they were. Your RAS just wasn't scanning for them. It wasn't picking it up because you weren't consciously aware of them. Okay, now what we're doing is we're gonna try to become very, very consciously aware of all of these positive memories that we have. Feel what it feels like when you can kind of just like accept, like, yes, like I do have these positive memories. Boom, 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 boom. And what we want to do is you can't just like write them. You have to consistently be scanning for them, because if you're not consistently scanning for them and telling your RAS what to look for, then it's just going to revert back to the past. It's going to revert back to the old ways of you scanning for situations where you are going to feel anxious, where things are going to go bad, where it's like, oh, remember this happened last time, this happened last time, this happened last time. You're probably going to freeze up again. Your mind's going to go blank and you're not going to be able to speak like a normal human being and just live a cool life. So what we have to do is we kind of have to start brainwashing ourselves. You have to remind yourself of the memories. And the best way to do this is just set up reminders on your phone every hour, once every 2 hours, once every 3 hours. It's annoying. It really is. Like when you're looking at your phone, there's all these notifications, but you have to do it. You really have to. Say it's once every 3 hours, you get a notification that says, look back on the memories. So look back on the list that you made of the positive memories that you have in your past and just experience them. Maybe it's 5. Just start super low. 5 like positive memories that are the opposite of the things where it's like, oh, like I'm not interesting. Oh, people don't respect me. Whatever it is that you found was like, what must I believe to be true about myself in order to be experiencing this? Okay, do you see what I'm saying? So look back at those and remember them and feel good about them, so that your RAS starts saying, oh, this is my identity. This actually is who I am. It's these things. Okay, these are the things who I am. So I'm gonna start looking for more of that. And as I start looking for more of that starts popping up into my life, just like the cars start popping up into your life, right? When you buy a new one, they've always been there. Now they're just front and center. Your mind is actually able to see them, which then influences how you think, how you feel, how you behave, and your outcomes of life. Is this making sense? I hope this is making sense. If you have any questions, join the free community. We'll talk about it there. And now step 5. It's not just enough to be looking for those memories. Now it's like, let's create some damn new memories and start living a better life than we currently are. So there's a few things that you can do. First, you can start creating synthetic memories. Synthetic memories are basically, your mind is very bad at distinguishing a real life scenario that has happened and experienced, and then a vivid imagination. So if you want to create these vivid imaginations of like positive things that have happened to you, even though they haven't actually happened to you, it's still going to trick your RAS into viewing it like it has. Okay, so synthetic memories is something that you could be doing. And then just be aware of the new ones in your normal life. You're going to start seeing good things happening to you, and make sure that you're writing that shit down. You can't forget it. You can't just leave it up to chance anymore. You have to be consciously aware. Be consciously aware. Aware, awake, conscious. No more unconscious thinking. Don't let your memory, don't let your current identity dictate what your life is going to be. You have the power to change it. And then finally, you want to overload on social wins every single day. And so that's what I created inside of my social gym. Every single day you get to talk to other people exactly like you. It's basically exposure therapy that doesn't suck. You talk, they listen, they give you praise. You find out, oh shit, I can speak under attention. I can come up with words on the fly, random words. I can just speak and speak and speak. Nothing bad happens to me under attention. Whoa, this is awesome. You create more memories every single day. That's what I did inside my social gym. You can look at the links below to see if you want to join that. But join the free community, guys. That's the best place to be in here, and you'll get all the slides. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Memory manipulation is very, very powerful, and it helped me just feel normal in conversations. Okay, so hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.